Manchester United 3, Real Betis 2 in a brilliant pre-season friendly where Manchester United were playing electrifying football in the first half, obviously dropped off a little bit in the second half when players were being rotated, but Amass Diallo, take a bow. Amass Diallo, this could be his breakout season. He is fantastic. What a player. And you know what, that first half from United was great football. There is some issues defensively, conceding chances. We do look a bit shaky defensively, but again, that comes from so many key players who would play in defence missing and Euro injury, and I really do hope we get De Ligt over the line. But the performance from the attack, Rashford, Sancho, Amad, that front three, particularly Rashford and Amad, was brilliant. I think Xerxes going to link really well with it. Just the one thing is the ref was a disgrace. Rashford was completely fouled twice. Stonewall penalty on Rashford not given. It was a disgrace for both teams, to be fair, but you know, he's not protecting our players. I hope Rashford's okay. I hope Anthony's okay, because we're averaging 2 injuries a game in pre-season, and it's not good right now. And fingers crossed there's no more injuries coming in. But I want to talk about the style. Then I want to talk about Amad, Rashford, Casemiro looked a lot better. Some of the youth players in the second half and more. But first of all, I thought it was very good pressing, positive energy from United, and the work rate was great. I was wondering why McTominay and Eriksen were playing over the likes of Mount and Collier. That'd been good, but maybe he wants to give McTominay and Eriksen a go with the first team because it's a lot more difficult for Mount and Collier to really do what they want to do in the second half because they're not playing with as good players. I thought the pressing was good. I thought the energy was good. I thought the work rate was really good from the players. The desire, we were making it really difficult for Betis to play out from the back, and when we got the ball, we were moving it quickly. We're moving the ball quickly. There was patterns of plays, and you could see when Ruud van Nistelrooy had been doing this in training, it was coming off on the pitch. We saw the fullbacks pushing very high. Ten Hag was instructing the likes of Amass and Wan-Bissaka to get up there, and Rashford looked a lot better for it. I think Rashford last season, while he wasn't great, he was isolated because we had no left back at all, no one to overlap with, and that's a very difficult thing to do. I think one of the reasons, Foden was so poor for England is one, because he's not a left winger, but Trippier, because he's not a natural left back, wasn't giving him an overlapping option. Harry Amass pushing up high and overlapping with Rashford. You saw Rashford have this drive and energy about him, and I thought Rashford was really, really good. I thought the work rate, the off the ball pressing, the movement from United was good. We did concede chances. Betis did have enough in the second half to make it 3-3, but that was the reserve team, that was the academy. I'm not too worried about that. I know that so many key players are missing, and I know it's pre-season. It should just be about fitness and avoiding injury. But look, for Manchester United, I really liked that we had a lot of touches on the ball. We were eager to make things happen. The patterns of play, it was fantastic stuff. Moving the ball quickly. And look, 2 Stonewall penalties. The ref was a joke. But in general, Casemiro looked better. Amad was man of the match. Goal assist, wins penalty. Plays in McTominay as well really early in the second half. That could have been an assist. Rashford was bright. He was shining. He was doing well. We got goal and assist, basically won a penalty, but the ref is stupid. Sancho linked up really well, did a tidy job. Amass is absolutely brilliant technically and going forward. Defensively and physically, there's definitely room for improvement, but that's natural at his age. I thought the cohesion, the collective play, the team play, the reading and understanding of each other was good. I thought set pieces, we looked a lot better, with obviously Casemiro's goal coming from one. And I think there was just a great desire to win the ball back. And while we were poor defensively, I don't think Maguire himself had a bad game. It was more just silly, sloppy mistakes and what was seen in the second half. But we have to talk about the man of the match, Amad Diallo. Amad just glides with the ball. He makes it so easy. Amad Diallo, I'm running out of words for how good he is. Man of the match today, fantastic in the other games. He's scoring, he's assisting naturally like it's second nature in other games. How he was sat on the bench for so long is absolutely crazy. Every time he gets the ball, he makes it easy. I pray that this guy stays fit, because his quick feet, his ability to manipulate defenders is unbelievable. Amad Diallo, when he gets the ball, he just glides. He just drives past players with ease. He'll get the ball out wide, and you know what he's going to do. He's like, Anthony's going to come inside. But no one also knows what he's going to do, because he uses his quick feet and body to manipulate defenders and dribble around a few players and win that penalty, or dribble around a few players and play this line-breaking pass that almost plays a player through into a position where they should score. His technical ability, his footwork, the way he uses his body to manipulate defenders, move his feet quickly, retain the ball in tight areas, his press resistance, he's obviously bulked up a bit. He just glides with the ball, it sticks to his feet, it's so good. He's also got the work rate, but he can score. He's got an unbelievable finish on an unbelievable strike on him with that left foot. We've seen it twice. He can assist, he can make things happen, he can dribble, he can brass. And he's a pass-first winger. Having Rashford that's a direct carry-first winger, and then having Amad that's a pass-first winger that, likes to play those 1-2s. As soon as he passes, he moves. As soon as he passes, he moves. He can link up really well with, the number 10 or whoever be in that right half space with him. Pass, move, come inside, and then Rashford is direct. And then if you have a player in the middle like a Xerxes or Sancho that can link that up, the balance and dynamic that front three brings is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And everything Amass does has a purpose. His intelligence, his decision making. It was absolutely fantastic. I love Diallo. I want him to start on the right wing. I want him to stay fit. I generally believe, I know it's only pre-season, but I generally believe he is top. And this was his first off numbers, which was 1 goal, 1 penalty won, for 94% pass accuracy, 15 out of 16 passes completed, 5 out of 5 final third passes, and I believe he created 2 chances, and obviously as well, but that came later in the second half. He was phenomenal. But another player that's been really impressive and got a lot of stick lately, but I think he's not put a foot wrong in pre-season, was Rashford. I thought Rashford was very good. He got the goal, he got the assist, he essentially won a penalty, he was stamped. The referee was an absolute joke, one of the worst referee performances I've seen, so definitely preparing them for the Premier League. But he looked really good. Him and Amass worked well, the overlap looked good. And I think with Rashford, and I've always said this with Rashford, when he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's bad. And I think one thing with Rashford is that he overthinks it. When Rashford just gets the ball, drives, and doesn't overthink it, and plays with that fearlessness and doesn't hold on to the ball too long, he's brilliant. Because when he overthinks that he holds on to the ball too long, he runs into defenders and it's like, what are you doing? But today he looked like the old Rashford. He was sharp. He was running at people. He was making things happen. He was knowing when to release the ball. He was knowing when to pass. He looked fresh. He looked confident. He got the ball. He didn't overthink it. He looked sharp. He drove at players. He made things happen. He drove forward with this very good intent. He's such a direct player. He likes to make things happen, and he got forward with this intent to make things happen. And I think that, potentially Sancho and Xerxes can bring the best out of Rashford. I think that Rashford's going to have a good season. I fully believe that Marcus Rashford's going to have a good redemption season at United. I think he's going to be good, and maybe I'm being too positive. I am always positive, but Rashford was brilliant. He just wasn't overthinking. He's looked really good and sharp the last few pre-season games. I think there's a great player in Rashford. You don't get 45 goal contributions in the season if you're a bad player. 45 goal contributions in 22-23 is more than what Ballon d'Or favourite Vinicius Jr. got for a better side last year. Like, there's a really good player in Rashford. Like, people don't realise that. Another good player is Harry Amass. He's just a brilliant assist, brilliant cross, elements of Luke Shaw. His drive, his contributions to attacking play was brilliant. The work rate, the desire was phenomenal. Going forward, he's phenomenal. His technical ability, ball retention, final ball, ability to play a pass under pressure is absolutely fantastic. Defensively, he could do better for the goal, but he's 17. That's natural. He will learn. Physically and defensively, there's room for improvement, but he's just turned 17. He's going to learn. I don't think he's going to be playing regularly first team football for United, but I think this year will be a development season for him defensively, physically, and I generally think next year is when we'll look at Harry Amass potentially coming in, because I can't name a technically better fullback. He's absolutely phenomenal player, physically can develop, and I think with the way that Ten Hag wants to play such a highly technical style of football, Harry Amass coming through will be fantastic. And the academy players we have, man, Shea Lacey, JC Fitzgerald, Obi Martin, we're not even talking about them. Ibrahimov is talented. I thought Casemiro looked a lot better. Now, Casemiro's been a worry last season, this pre-season. He's looked slow, he's looked sloppy, he's given the ball away. He comes in with those rash sliding tackles at time as well. But look, I just think that he looked a lot better today. I thought he got a good goal. I thought the passes he made was good. He created chances. He didn't give the ball away too much. He made some really good interceptions. He was on the ball. I thought that Casemiro had a much better game, and I think it looks like Casemiro is going to stay. So the best and most important thing we can do right now is think how we're going to get the best out of Casemiro. And it's also just come out right now that Marcus Rashford looks to be okay. So hopefully no injury to Marcus Rashford there, because, with Euro and Højlund being out, because apparently Euro is going to be out for 3 months now. Literally, a Tier 1 United source said that Euro was going to be out for 6 weeks. It's now apparently 3 months, but then one other source said earlier it's 2 months. Euro's been out for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. No one really knows, but I think we'll get official confirmation tomorrow. And Højlund's out for 6 weeks, but Rashford's out on the pitch. He's walking, he's smiling. He doesn't look injured as well. And Man United are actually Snapdragon champions as well. We've actually won a little trophy there against Real Betis. But I do think that Casemiro had a much better game. I think that Sancho had a solid game, but I think Rashford and Ahmed were the standout. I think the attack was great. I think the defence was poor. Tom Heaton didn't look good. The academy players, it's not really on them. We did concede a lot of chances. And I thought Toby Collier was the best of the players in the second half that came on out of the academy lot. He made that really good drive towards the end of the second half. The way he can drive and carry the ball, he's got that power. I just think with Toby Collier, we don't know if he's good enough or not yet, but he's exactly the profile we need. Powerful, athletic, hard-running, duel-winning monster. Wants the ball, makes things happen. He's always looking to get the ball. He's quite comfortable on the ball. He's not as good as Maino or a technically amazing player on the ball, but he's comfortable on the ball. He wants the ball. He can play the pass. He's very Declan Rice-esque, can get the ball, can make those powerful drives forward. Really good player, really comfortable player, very good leadership quality, and he's the profile United need in terms of duel-winning, physicality, profile, ground coverage, making it easy, just able to be there and stuff as well. My general conclusion from the game is we need signings as backup options are poor. A DM and centre-back ASAP is needed, and probably another attacker for reinforcement, depending on injuries and sales. But I feel good, just I'm upset about the injuries to Euro and Højlund. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe down below if you're new. Bye.